Now, plans to build 24 homes on a site in Kent, which is now an important breeding ground for declining bird species such as turtle doves and nightingales, have been condemned by campaigners. The developers want to build the homes on a 48-acre site of a former brickworks at Conyer near Sittingbourne. But opponents say that the application is fatally flawed. Our environment correspondent Yvette Austin reports.
Very little remains of Conyer Brickworks. It was ideally placed on the North Kent coast for the bricks to be transported to London and elsewhere by barge, but it closed in the 1980s and nature has taken hold. Like so many neglected industrial sites, it's become a wildlife haven and a place for people to escape to, particularly in recent months.
It was very noticeable during the lockdown period how many extra people were coming to the area. They obviously discovered us, and it was somewhere new for them to go for a walk with their children and their dogs.
It's also a special habitat, an oasis for rare nightingales and turtle doves. But there are plans to build 24 luxury homes here, along with a bird-watching tower.
I think people see the words Brownfield and they just think of that it's going to be a big concrete slab, empty of anything that's valuable for wildlife. But I think just being here, you can see how important it is. You know, it's full of absolutely beautiful wildflowers, butterflies, bees, and these really rare birds have chosen to breed around the edges of this site to make it a really important place for wildlife.
More than 100 letters of objection have been sent to Swale Council from the likes of residents, Kent Wildlife Trust and the RSPB. But this is more than a local argument over the building of a relatively small number of homes.
It's a big concern now that the government are talking about speeding up the planning process, because they could be doing that in a way that makes these sites even more vulnerable and more difficult to defend. They're in that grey area between being designated as triple SIs or special protection areas and being brownfield that people think they can just build on. So these are a kind of a vital kind of resource for nature that the planning system needs to recognise.
As far as the developers are concerned, there was no one available for comment today, but they do say that they understand the ecological value of the site, and with the building of the homes will come the creation of a nature reserve, which will enhance the area. But the residents argue it's already a special local wildlife site. Yvette Austin, BBC South East Today, Conyer.